Hi folks, so today's video is going to be on things to do when you're in Edinburgh in Scotland. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and liking. So first on the list is Mary King's Close, which was a street in Edinburgh that was sealed off from the rest of the world, leaving all the people suffering from the plague trapped beneath. There's about 400 years worth of history, and it's quite a spooky place to go, to be honest. It's pretty interesting, but you find out a lot of interesting things about the people that lived in the close, and yeah, just all the history behind it. And it's quite spooky because it's underneath the modern streets of Edinburgh. But it's definitely worth checking out. And if you're ever in Edinburgh, it's definitely worth it. So the next on the list is going to be the Royal Mile. So the Royal Mile has lots of shops. It's got a lot of different areas that you can go and see, like churches and, statues and stuff. But it's also interesting because there's a place called the Heart of Midlothian, which is where the old toll booth used to sit. And it's said that even to this day, people walk by and they spit on it as a sign of defiance because of all the people that were sentenced to death and stuff under the old toll booth that used to sit in the area. So yeah, definitely worth checking out if you like that sort of thing, and it's an interesting place. So next on the list is Edinburgh Dungeon. This is another spooky one. It's more of a sort of place that people go just to experience the kind of like jump scares and stuff that you get when you go there. People like actors jump out at you and stuff and scare you. Yeah, definitely worth checking out. And to be honest, the reviews on the place is pretty cool. I've only ever been one time, but yeah, when I was there, I enjoyed it. So it's definitely worth your time if you're ever in Edinburgh to go to the Edinburgh Dungeon and experience it. It's quite a gruesome place as well. There's a lot of kind of like gruesome effects and stuff that they do, which is, it's good if you're into horror movies and stuff, I suppose. So definitely check it out. So the next on the list is going to be Arthur's Seat. So Arthur's Seat is an inactive volcano, or it was at one point, that sits just outside of Edinburgh, but it overlooks the city, and you get some fantastic views from the peak. If you're into hiking or you're into just, exploring new places when you go, like walking and stuff, it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it, because it's just the views are fantastic, and yeah. It's just an interesting place. And this is also the site where they found little coffins, and no one knows who put them there. This was back in, I believe it was like the 1970s and stuff. So yeah, definitely check it out. So the next on the list is the Elephant House. And this is where J.K. Rowling wrote one of the Harry Potter books. She actually sat at the window, one of the windows, and overlooking the castle, and she wrote a lot of chapters of the Harry Potter books. It's a good place, good reviews, and the staff are really friendly, so it's definitely worth going if you're just looking for lunch or, just a wee tea or coffee when you're in the city. And it's an interesting place because of the history. One of the books was mostly wrote in this place, so it's pretty cool to think about. So next on the list is Edinburgh Castle. It's an absolutely magnificent castle to visit. It's based in the middle of Edinburgh city centre, and the public transport to and from the castle is pretty regular. It's the same with all of these tourist destinations. Most of them, the public transport is pretty regular. It's a beautiful place, steeped in history, and for anyone who's into history, all of these places are actually pretty awesome to visit, just for the history alone. But even if you're just looking for an exciting day out, it's definitely worth checking out. Every day at 1 o'clock, the 1 o'clock gun sounds, and it's basically just marks 1 o'clock every day. So yeah, definitely worth checking it out just for that alone, and you might even see the gun going off at 1 o'clock if you're at the castle. But yeah, the reviews and everything else, and people talk about the castle because it's one of these places that's just magnificent. But thanks for watching, guys, and have a great day.